¿Qué le raza? Mi nombre es Daniel Pérez, tengo 25 años, soy el co-dueño de los Patroncitos, aquí con mi carnal Carlos.
What's up, guys? My name is Carlos Perez. I'm a co-owner of Los Patroncitos. I'm excited to be here with my friends Anthony and Rigo. And guys, I'm excited, just as you guys should be for this conversation.
All right, guys, welcome back to another podcast. Again, we got the owners of Los Patroncitos today here with us, so it's a good treat because honestly, they remind me a lot of us. So we're just going to start with you guys, and then we're going to go ahead and dive into some topics, and then, guys, this might get personal. We're going to try to keep it business related, but we're going to just go with the flow today, all right?
For sure. It's a pleasure having you guys, for sure.
Gracias, igualmente.
All right, so just a little bit about you guys. Tell us a little bit about, what you guys do. What kind of restaurants are you guys operating? How many locations do you have? Because I know you guys have a few, and then we'll just go from there.
Okay, so my name is Carlos Perez. I'm 23 years old. Co-owner here with Daniel Perez, my brother. We started in 2018, February 3rd. I actually have a video of that exact same date. I have Danny mixing the consommé in the pots. So a little bit of our story. We started in 2018. Technically, we've been in business five plus years. I started at the age of 18. He started at the age of 20. We've been doing this more so. For example, when I turned 18, I had that anxiety because I was like, hey, what the fuck am I going to do with my life,
Right.
How am I going to deal with it? Now I got to pay big boy bills. I got a big boy car. I want a big boy car because technically I didn't get my first car till October of 2021.
Yeah.
So when I first started the food trucks, it was more of a, I got to do it now,
Yeah.
And first thing that I did was I started having a thought process. I was like, hey, what's a good business idea that I can do now? Because I actually owed my mom $15,000 at the time.
Okay.
I had got a Subaru STI 2006 Hawkeye, blew 2 engines in it. So now I asked my mom for money to get it fixed up, get it running. And then I was like, hey, you know what? I can't pay my mom with a regular job because I was working for her at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's going to take me about 1.5 years to get her paid off. So long story short, I decided to start the business with Daniel. The Friday before we started the business, I was like, hey, Danny, you want to hop in? Let's get this done or what? And it was only like a $500 entrance to the business at all.
Okay.
So, and I was like, obviously, if we both join in, it's going to be way cheaper to pay the employees because technically it's only us and my grandma,
Right. Yeah.
So that's how we got started. We didn't make profits probably for a month. What was it? A month, right? And that's where the story started, brother. I mean, now, believe it or not, right now I'm not on Instagram, but if in 6 months you guys are going to be seeing my Instagram open back up, you guys are going to see all my highlights and stuff like that. So
okay,
nice.
Cool. All right, so 2018 is when you guys started. You asked your brother to go in, and when he asked you to come into that business, what was your initial thought process? And I mean, did you trust your brother enough to go into business with him? Because that's kind of what I want to get into, bro. When you go into business with family, shit can get crazy,
Yeah.
Correct. I feel like when we started business, everything just happened for a reason, En ese tiempo, when I was young, I like Carlos knows, all my family knows, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. ¿Por qué? Porque I always had that little edge,
Yeah.
Even since high school, I would flip cars and stuff like that.
Nice. Okay.
And when this opportunity came up, I remember I was obviously doing the stock market. I was fucking in crypto and stuff like that. I lost all my money in Bitcoin. Well, not all of it. I remember it was
a lot of it.
A lot of it. It was most of it.
Yeah.
I did some wrong trades. I didn't measure my risk. Y perdí mucha feria. And I remember Carlos was bugging like, hey, bro, we need to do that. We need to do that birria, menudo stuff. And we need to do it. And I was like, you know what? I'm doing my own thing. I'm not going to worry about that.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, everything happened, todo pasó por algo. And he brought it up again. I'm like, damn, this is not working for me. Carlos got something for me. I'm like, I don't want to go back to work. So I'm like, all right, let's do it, And I think with us, we had a good relationship before that, but when there's necessity, también everything works out, bro.
Yeah.
Right. I remember when we started our business, it's kind of tough because there's 2 minds, 2 ideas, 2 egos,
Yeah.
And just anything. You can have problems with anything. You can have problems setting up even like certain tables or certain certain dishes.
Me and this guy go over that all the time.
Oh yeah, to set up this podcast room like this today, bro.
hard, bro.
Like motherfucker, no, I don't want a table over there.
Yeah, I want it right here. You know, shit like that.
And sometimes when it comes to partnerships, you just have to like try shit out, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you kind of have to go with the flow. Like, for example, my brother Carlos, he has a lot of initiative. So I was like, all right, that's cool. Let's do it your way.
Okay.
And then I would like see certain things. I'm like, bro, I don't like that. And then you'd like, si quería lo hacía. And then I'm like, bro, it doesn't work like that. We need to set it up this way. And then he'll see where I'm coming from, and then he'll switch it.
Different perspective. That's exactly what it is. And honestly, that's a big one for us, porque sometimes, you know, yo estoy aferrado en una cosa, and I'm like, no, we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna do it this way. But then he comes and tells me like, bro, but think about it this way.
Correct.
What if we see it this side, you know? And then I'm like thinking to myself, and honestly, bro, uno también tiene que tener la mente abierta, güey, porque when you don't, bro, it's like you're stubborn, you're never gonna grow.
Yeah, vas a estar encerrado. You know,
Even though he's my younger brother, bro, and I know you're gonna relate to me on this one. Even though he's your younger brother, bro, you gotta respect his decisions también, and you gotta respect his ideas, because at the end of the day, bro, he's that other side that of shit that you can't see, the perspective that I'm talking about. So me pongo a pensar, I'm like, you know what? Actually, yeah, you know what? This guy's right. This is gonna be better. This is gonna be better, and vice versa. Sometimes he gets a little stubborn too, and I'm like, bro, you're not listening.
Correct.
Try it this way, blah blah. You know, and that's how it works, bro, and that's how you grow as a team. You know,
Well, as long as you're open, anything's possible. You know, you
sure.
got to see that opportunity, and then
sure.
also be open to exactly their perspective and things. Just because at the end of the day, you know, you don't want to be close-minded to one.
Correct.
One vision.
You need to be able to catch momentums. Like, I feel like, for example, everybody has like their times, you know, like, hey, I'm balling, you know, I'm doing things right. I have the good feeling. I have the good vibes. I got the good momentum. And you could notice it. For example, I noticed it in my brother. I'm like, you know what? Do your own thing. I'm over here just cleaning up the edges. When I do it, he knows too, like, hey, you know what? You take control. I'll watch out, you know?
I got you.
And it works like that, you know? Like, you just kind of have to, like, flow, you know? You're a team. And you kind of have to let him flow, and then clean up for him, and then the same thing. You just kind of have to like have that vibe, you know. For example, like there's a lot of examples of Kobe and Shaq and stuff like that. When they would play, they're two dominant players, but they will you know they kind of had like their own like respect for each other.
Of course,
And
yeah.
they'll give that space, and cuando hay ese momentum, you just have to respect that and let him flow.
Let Kobe do his thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
I feel like that's something that fit perfectly with us. Like Danny was stating earlier, it's just a matter of it's being in business with a partner, especially with a brother. It's more like playing hot potato. It's just you gotta hold on to that potato until your calluses can take it, you know.
Right.
But it's that momentum. So for example, business has ups and downs, right? Those downs, we minimalize them because right when you feel that you're coming down, you don't have that same momentum, you toss it on. Now he's on his highs, you know. So if he's on his highs, I'm on my lows. I toss him the potato, and then he takes care of business. When I'm on my days off, I can take some time. He's gonna take control, and vice versa. That's how it works. I mean, that's how you keep the business at its best at all times. You know.
So that's how you. So you guys basically explain that a little bit. I want to know a little bit about
Yeah,
that.
because you guys are like alternating the business between two.
So you mean you take a few days off? And you're like, here, bro, handle the business for a couple of days. You run it, or cómo está el asunto
So
ahí?
we alternate leadership because we're always working, both of us, right? So we always show up, we always do this and that. But what I mean with tossing the potato is more than anything the leadership. Like for example, the initiative to do things. So for example, let's say like right now I'm doing operations. I told him, hey, you got to take control completely. Office that includes growth. That includes bills. That includes everything that has to do with organization.
Okay.
Right now, I'm gonna focus completely on operation, which is the sales. You know, strictly sales and training directly to the employees.
Yeah, when it comes down to like tossing the potato, to be more like a little bit more specific, it's basically like who makes the decisions. You know, like who are you gonna respect?
I got you.
So, for example, if I got a good flow, I got good confidence. I'm taking action. I'm gonna be the one making the decisions. He's gonna be the one working with me to get those decisions done.
I got you.
And for example, say I something I didn't work out, or I don't got that same energy or that flow. You know, things aren't going my way. You know what, Carlos?
this shit's not working. Go ahead and take over. I got you. That's interesting, bro.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
cool.
You know, for us,
perspective.
it is because for us, it's very similar,
different.
but it's different at the same time. And the reason why is because I don't know if you want to explain this one. How do we do it, bro?
You know what, bro? Honestly, we just fucking kill it together. I don't know how else to explain it. We just come up with ideas, and even though we crash on some ideas, bro, we make shit happen. We come up with something that's valid enough for the both of us.
Yeah.
Y le damos. You know what I mean? We're looking at each other. We're looking at the decisions. We're looking at the calculated risk, and then we're like, okay, does this make sense? Okay, let's go.
Pero lo hacemos juntos, güey. You know what I mean? Like, so to me, it's like, okay, bro, like, obviously, como te digo, I'm the older brother. You know, when I started the company, I asked him to come along. So when I asked him to come along, I had in mind that I had to respect that person's ideas, the person's, we all have egos, bro. You know what I mean? How to deal with the low times, the high times, all that stuff like you guys said. But every time we make a decision, we have a rule. So our rule is like, okay, until we both agree with this, then we're not going to do anything about it. Does that make sense? Porque si la cagamos, güey, la cagamos los dos juntos. It's not going to be like, oh, tú la cagaste, güey, es tu pedo, you know what I mean? Because it's our company, bro, and if he fucks up, we're both fucked.
Yeah, his
you know what I mean?
my money type shit.
Exactly. So we combine ourselves in that way, bro. Well, I see, like, we respect our relationship more than our marriages, bro. And that's just 100%
It's like
real,
on
bro.
a whole other level, bro,
And
to be
you're-
honest with you.
Yeah, you're right on the fact that it's similar, but it's different.
Yeah.
Because, for example, I feel like with us, we give ourselves complete. So we give each other complete responsibility. So, for
Gotcha.
example, let's say Danny takes care of. He's being the leader right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
He does a decision. I'm gonna take the consequence as well, but it doesn't mean that I was probably responsible in the decision. It was just like, hey, you know what? I'm with you. You know, fuck it, we lost.
Yeah.
Because regardless, we always have a say. Ability kicks in. You know, like, hey, you know what? Maybe I'm not seeing the things that I need to see at the time, and that's how it's.
I got you.
Yeah, well, to a certain extent, you kind of have to give that level, like, you need to give those margins of error. For example, when Carlos makes some decisions and I don't agree with them, I'm like, okay, it's either he's going to take them. Why? Because it's going out of my comfort zone, and it's something maybe I don't like, but it might work out.
It's taking the risk, bro.
Why do I say that? Because there's been decisions where he does something, and I'm like, it's out of my comfort zone, and I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking dope, you know? Like, it worked out.
Yeah.
I know it's the same thing, vice versa. But when it comes down to decisions, obviously, you kind of know when okay, you kind of have a feeling of the margin of error.
Yeah.
For example, when there's some serious stuff and there's some big decisions to be made, obviously I give them that margin of error, but I'm like, okay, if I know 100% shit is gonna go south, I don't let him make that decision. I'm like, bro, don't do it. And he respects that too. Igual también, he told me about certain decisions where, like, he doesn't have a feeling for it. Same thing.
Yeah,
But-
and that's when you know, like, that boundary, right? That respect. Like, okay, sabes que, like, you know, when you're about to make a mistake, and you know your brother is telling you, like, hey, bro, don't do it. You know he's not fucking around. Like, okay, you know what? Then I should probably listen.
Correct.
And we're very similar to that in the sense where I might not agree 100% of the time with some of the decisions that this guy decides to go with, and vice versa. He might not agree, but como te digo, when it comes down to something serious, we do the same shit. We're like, nah, bro.
It's because at the end of the day, bro, if you don't risk, there's no reward. The bigger the
Absolutely.
risk, the bigger the reward.
Absolutely.
When it comes down to investments, when we were starting off, I remember my brother coming up with, like, certain ideas. I'm like, hey, I want to build a big shed over our food truck, the El Comedor, the dining area. I'm like, bro, why do we have to invest so much? I would be like, it's out of
Out of the budget.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, I would be like, why are you doing this? Next thing you know, he builds it, and then hella people come. You know? I'm like, oh shoot.
He said, I'm still doing it.
It worked, you know. And then I started noticing certain things. I'm like, okay, it's out of our budget, but it worked, you know. Now, how do we go from there? Okay, it's working. Now, do we have to do the certain type of shed that we did, or can we save on certain things? So
Yeah.
I started working with that, you know.
I got you.
And where did you guys actually start your business? Where did you guys get situated? Because I remember I was living on the east side off of, where is it, Morning, right?
Yeah, we're
That's
off of
where you guys
Fairfax
are
and all
right?
that
Is
shit.
that where you guys started
Yeah,
your
we
business?
started with the little food stand. We literally just had a canopy, set up a couple tables and couple burners,
Okay.
and just started serving from there. It was in the corner of Morning Drive and Weed Pack,
Pioneer.
Pioneer.
You guys still got a
okay.
spot right there?
Yeah, we
That's
do.
right.
But
To this day.
funny thing is, guess why I went to that side of town?
Why is that?
Completely different side of town than where I used to live.
Right.
So, for example, I was right out of high school. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let anybody that knows me see me do my fucking business. You know.
I got
So
you.
a lot of times, embarrassment gets to us.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? There's fucking necessity. I gotta do it. I mean, we gotta do it somehow.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I had the balls to get it done. And I mean, I don't even look back, regardless, bro.
Nah, bro, and you know what? It's funny that you say that because a lot of people, bro, they have that mentality también que no quieren hacer algo porque they're embarrassed.
People to look at them.
They're embarrassed,
Right.
bro. They don't want to put themselves out on camera. They don't want to put themselves out on social media. They don't want to put themselves in a certain position that's going to make them look lower than whatever image they're trying to portray online or social media. And honestly, bro, the moment that you let that shit go,
Correct, bro.
bro, para arriba.
That's what a lot of people come up with is comfort zone tips and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand it. Like they're like, okay, well, what about my comfort zone?
Right.
What are they talking about? But basically, when it comes down to it, is like the things you don't like doing, do them. Why? Because they're gonna give you a whole different perspective of how to get things done, or
sure.
or like if you're not in the right place, it's gonna give you that insight. They're like, okay, I was doing stuff wrong, so I need to do it this way, you know.
Yeah.
So I think when you get out of your comfort zone, that's when you get shit done.
I got you. I want to talk a little bit about your guys' past, your upbringing. You know, cómo empezaron in terms of
Like,
this
what
might
were
be
you guys like in your early ages?
Yeah, I'm talking about since you guys were kids. Where were you guys born? You know, what city did you guys grow up in? If you guys grew up in Bakersfield, did you watch your parents struggle? Give me a little bit
What
about
was
that.
like?
Yeah, for sure. We were born in Long Beach, and raised in Mexico.
Okay.
So how that worked, my mom, well, obviously my parents lived in Mexico. They had a living over there, and every time my mom was pregnant and due, she would come to the U.S., have us, and then she would go, like 15, 20 days later, she would go back to Mexico.
Smart woman.
And raise us. And the reason they would come, obviously they had gotten their papers when they did the. They
got the residency back in the 90s.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, agarraron su residencia. So once they did that, they would come and have us here, and then go back to Mexico and raise us. So we were raised in Mexico. I was in third grade when I came back. I was 12 years. And all our upbringing was in Mexico. I feel like in Mexico things are different. You're more raw. You're more social to a certain extent. Things are different over there. So I feel like that helped us a lot.
I feel like I want to highlight the fact that the small amount of time that we spent in Mexico, because I came when I was 6, about to turn 7. He came when he was 8, about to turn 9. I know he said 11, 12, but that was 5th, 6th grade. But the fact that we lived in Mexico brought a lot of humility. Because, for example, we used to live in a ranch. We didn't really have a lot of people around us.
Okay.
But Mexico is such a social place, bro. Like, even to now, you go, you don't even have to know half the people, and they always say hi.
Te saludan.
Exacto,
Yes,
te están saludando. Se siente chingón entrar a tu pueblo y que ellos sepan quién eres y tú ni siquiera los conoces.
Yeah.
¿Sí me entiendes?
Yeah,
Y eso,
yeah.
yo siento que ese es otro sentimiento que la verdad a México siempre lo va a guardar uno en el corazón.
Yeah,
Yo
of
cada
course.
vez que regreso al rancho me dan escalofríos, you know?
Yeah.
Simplemente es mi casa. And
chingón.
although I only lived there 6 years, that is my fucking home, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I will never feel. Obviously, Bakersfield has a space in my heart,
Right.
And I know probably my future will be here in Bakersfield, but I know my home is out in Jalisco. So that's
Alright.
what I feel, bro.
Yeah.
Saludos a Jalisco.
Sí,
Al
somos-
rancho. That's good, bro.
Todos al rancho ahí.
Somos del municipio de Cuquillo, ahí en un ranchito que se llama Los Mezquites. Yeah, bro, Mexico's different. Mexico,
Okay.
como él dice, it teaches you a lot. I feel like Mexico, when you're raised in Mexico, you're exposed to a lot of dangers, and even your parents allow you to have more dangers. You know, what do I mean by that? Is, for example, allá en Mexico, kids, like my little brothers, they're driving when they're like 10, 11.
My
They're
brother,
exposed to that.
my older brother, he was
older brother,
9 when he knew how to drive.
Okay.
Over there in kindergarten, bro, you're on a horse going to fucking kinder, bro. When did you
Crazy.
take kindergarten?
That's a real Ferrari right there.
It's so crazy, bro. Like in Mexico, like you're exposed to so much like stuff that it makes you grow up. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
It gives you like an edge.
And the funny part is, people here in the U.S. would call that a lack of childhood.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that over there, parents make you independentize a lot sooner, bro. I mean, like you said, my older brother, we call him Tony. He was driving at the age of 9, bro. Like he would literally drive to nearest pueblo, 15, 20 minutes from that spot. For at 9 years old, bro. I mean, who does that here?
That's crazy, bro.
You can't do. A lot of people are scared to do it at 16.
Yeah, bro. Here,
bro.
there's some teenagers, bro, that don't even know how to cross the street, bro.
Right. Yeah.
They're over here like they don't have they lack knowledge. They lack street.
So in pocas palabras, it makes you a man, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's really what it is, you know. It really does make you independent. And you know, I know it is a beautiful thing to see. When we go out to Mexico, bro, I see the kids, bro, they're hustling like if they're 30. You know what I mean? And I have a lot of respect for that, bro. So I have an idea of what you guys are talking about.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're working hard, bro. I feel like I obviously gave this analogy to my brothers. I'm like, bro, porque we go there and every time I go there, I learn something, you know?
Yeah.
And I gave my brothers this analogy. I feel like Mexico's the land of the free. Obviously, what I mean by that, like anything could be done to a certain extent. Obviously, también it comes down to like your safety. You have to take care of your own safety too, because nobody's gonna take care of you over there, you know.
Yeah.
And it's good and bad, but it gives you like a sense of empowerment. You know, hey, I have control of my own safety, my own wealth, my own health, whatever, and you take control of your own life.
Yeah, there you go.
So at the end of the day, it might be scary, but at the end of the day, it gives you empowerment. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like another highlight to our life too is we had a very strict dad. I feel like my dad, he wouldn't allow anything, bro. Like obviously he wasn't always there, so we would do like bad shit, you know.
Right.
But for example, drugs. We've always been exposed to them, bro. We've never tried.
That's
Well, I haven't tried them, but
Like, I don't know about my brother, but
I'm myself on this one now.
No,
That's good. That's what's up, bro.
I haven't tried them either for the same reason that obviously we had a good upbringing and we had a good example from my older brothers too.
yeah.
You know, once I see shit go out of hand and a veces estamos en una fiesta, whatever, like obviously I take care of my little brother or I check out on my older brothers and I learn from them a lot too. For example, I'm not gonna be the one that's gonna give a bad example to my younger siblings.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's obviously like a respect thing. And,
for sure.
And obviously I don't need it, you know. Like I feel like I'm well off. And I obviously haven't tried them.
Right.
And I don't want to try them. Why? Because I don't need them.
You don't want to lose a screw, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. And to be honest with you, yeah, same thing with us, bro. When, you know, growing up, we've been exposed to drugs our entire life. You know, we grew up in East Bakersfield. It wasn't the best side of town.
Right.
And a lot of people that were even close to us, bro, were on drugs, you know?
Friends, bro, family. I mean, it was
People that you wouldn't even fucking expect. But after a little while, when we started, you know, getting a little bit older, we started realizing, and we're like, damn, you know what? This person isn't all there. This
You know
person,
what?
we noticed a
majority
trait.
of the people, bro. The majority of the people that were around us were like, you know what? Everybody got like a little screw, you know?
And then we figured out why, and then we're like, you know what? If we don't want to get fucked up in the head, bro, we gotta.
And look, it's not to speak bad about people who do drugs or don't. You
No,
know?
not at all. Yeah, yeah.
It's, I mean, everybody, we all have our own choices, just like us. We're drinking Black Label at the time,
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Shit, shout out to the viewers.
Warm me up. Oh.
He said, I'm gonna pour it on for Rigo real quick.
Yes, sir.
No, but yeah, anyway, so back to what you were saying, the choices. Everybody has their own choices, for sure.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's not really to talk bad about people who do drugs. It's just like you said, you start to see trends within people, you know?
Yeah.
You look at people I had a couple of cousins, uncles that went bad because of drugs.
Right.
Obviously, my dad, I feel like that's why he enforced it a lot more, you know? But going back to the fact that I don't want to really judge people who do drugs, but it does take it. It does, like you said, it loosens a screw within you that doesn't let you think clearly. Be that intuitive person, you know?
Right.
That intuitive person that you naturally are. Same thing with alcohol, regardless. Like, I'm a drinker, you know? But believe it or not, I beat myself when I get to a point where I can't control myself.
Yeah.
Because I've done it like once or twice, but when I get to that point, I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't be, you know?
Yeah.
Because you know you're more than that, you know?
Yeah, you expect more from yourself. That's really what it is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
That's good, bro.
Yeah, I feel like drugs, they tap into your emotion and they leave logic
Away.
aside, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of people, obviously, once it comes down to emotions, it's like a whole universe. You don't even know what the fuck is going on.
Uh-huh.
You don't know where to grab on. And obviously, you think about certain things and you you're assertive about certain things that are not even logical.
Yeah.
What do I mean by that? Like when it comes down to, like, for example, your feelings, you might feel a certain way. It might be holding you back from the right thing to do. So
Right.
when it comes down to drugs, they put you on your feelings. I feel like they make people dumber because they're on their feelings. They
put you in a cloud, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know?
That's what it is. It just puts you on a cloud, bro. That's really what it is. Just puts you away, different.
Your judgment's not where it should be.
For the temporary moment, bro. But it's a good thing that you guys are bringing that up because you guys are first generation out here, right? And saying, obviously your mom came over here, she had you guys over here. How was that? You guys being the first ones here in the U.S., right? You guys get to decide exactly where you want your path to be. Being the first generation, did you guys have anybody to look up to say, you know what, I want to be like that person?
Like, what made you guys want to be entrepreneurs? That's my
Right.
question.
Correct. I feel like what made us be entrepreneurs, obviously we had some examples, like, say, for example, we had that uncle that never showed up, but he was a successful entrepreneur. Obviously, my older brother gave us a good example on being entrepreneurs. Why? Because he started his company early on.
Nice. What did he do?
He had his own trucking company.
Okay.
Right now he's in the entertainment industry. Obviously, we're partnering up with him in a cantina bar
Okay.
/ nightclub. It's gonna be cool.
Okay.
Right now, that's what he's doing right now. He has
Nice.
a couple artists signed to his label. He's trying to push them up.
So he's really doing it. That's good, bro.
Yeah.
That's a shout out.
He's
Shout out
doing
to my
music.
brother Tony. And,
Shout out to Tony then.
Shout out to my brother Luis too. He's my brother Luis is the second one. He's the third. I'm the fourth.
Okay.
My two older brothers, they're straight hustlers, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
Luis is a little bit more of a calm dude. He's a more family guy.
Okay.
But that motherfucker does not rest.
That's good,
And
bro.
Tony, the good thing is, the thing I see in Tony, he's an explorer, bro. So, for example, he left the truck where he had 11 trucks to his name already.
Okay.
And to be able to do that and backtrack a little, but knowing that his vision is a lot bigger than that,
Yeah.
And that's actually what we're aiming for. I mean, I believe in Tony. I believe in us in general. And we're going to take it big. I mean,
That's good, bro.
we're gonna go
So it all comes down to your guys' older brothers. You guys got to see that, experience that. And I mean, I think that's a beautiful thing to have, bro, porque, when you don't have that, it's hard to have that mentality. And the reason why I say that, bro, is porque, like, for example, us, our parents, bro, when they came, they didn't have papers,
Right.
My biological dad did, but my mom, she didn't. My stepdad that practically raises, bro, very strict guy también, like really strict, bro.
Yeah, 'cause we had different dads, bro. So I personally don't know my dad, but his biological dad was actually, he didn't come over here with papers either. His dad is one of those guys que lo hizo, without papers. He has papers now, pero
My relationship has always been with my stepdad, and in a sense, como te digo, no tenían papeles, güey, and cuando uno estaba, tratando de mirar las cosas diferente, ellos siempre decían la misma cosa, bro. For us, I don't know if because I know you said your mom had the residence and all that stuff. For us, bro, it was always the same thing, bro. Oh, no tenemos papeles, no se puede hacer esto. So the only thing that we grew up knowing, bro, was no entrepreneurship. It was el campo, the fields. You know what I mean?
vaya pa' la escuela.
Ve la escuela y luego, te gradúas y de ahí agarras una buena carrera y
lo que te guste.
the American dream, So we were taught the system, basically, right? That's what it was. So how was it for you guys in that sense?
For that instinct, I feel like now that you bring it up, I feel like for us it was the same thing. Our parents, obviously, when I feel, I'm gonna put myself in their shoes. I feel like when you're in their shoes and you're new to something, you're kind of afraid of the whole system of the community or whatever. You kind of go for the safest thing, the safest route, which is education.
Yeah.
For us, my parents, they nos inculcaron educación. They wanted us to go to school. How I knew I wanted to become an entrepreneur was obviously the example of my older brother, and the fact that, por ejemplo, obviously it's funny, but it actually motivates you, and it's good that parents are tough on you. Why? Because they put they ponen in what's it called? They put you, they give you like a more logical mindset. For example, my parents were tough. My dad, my mom. I feel like for me, obviously, I have more emotion towards that because I was the middle child.
Yeah.
So like,
The least liked child of the whole family.
So, cuidaban a los chiquitos, a los grandes, pues.
Pero el middle child, pura madre.
Sí, they don't give.
You know what? That was me, bro.
Le decían el gato al cabrón.
Yeah, they give you no attention and y te regañan igual o peor, you know.
Yeah.
And obviously for me, I feel like I was obviously always on my head, you know. I was always thinking with good ideas. And my parents siempre me la dan de pendejo, like, you know, like, hey, well, why don't you have your good grades? You're dumb, you know. I'm like, oh shit, I'm not dumb, you know. And that kind of built it built up emotion in me, and resentimiento to a certain extent. And once it came down to like when I was out of high school, that's what I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna listen to them, bro. I'm not gonna listen to them, but I'm gonna show them what's up, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show them what's up.
I got you.
I'm gonna kill it, you know. And I remember like right out of high school, bro, I was just studying, learning about business. I did fucking stocks. I did Shopify. I did a couple stores. I'll do like hella stuff. Obviously, for the lack of experience, I wasn't successful, you know. And the opportunity came by with my brother. I remember I was like, you know what? I'm gonna treat it like work. I'm gonna go all in. I'm not gonna overthink. And I'm just gonna kill it. And once I started seeing profits, I'm like, bro, de aquí soy, you know, I'm not gonna let this opportunity slip.
Oh, dang.
And I was just, that's when we decided to fucking kill it, you know?
That's right.
Let me ask you guys this. Why did you guys decide to go with the food industry? Obviously, you guys had, you know, your older brothers that started their own business up, but why is it that you guys decided to go for that food industry opposed to all these different businesses that are out there? I mean, you're talking about life insurance, real estate, I mean, big money, you know, industries, right?
When it comes down to the food industry, bro, I think we just had experience. You know, I was a dishwasher since I was 12, bro.
Okay.
I was already used to work. De hecho, I already knew a lot of recipes from the food industry. I don't know if you guys know de las Adelitas.
Sounds familiar.
Where's that at?
It was right there by Golden Valley.
Right behind.
Right behind.
Right.
De hecho, I was the cook there.
Okay.
I would cook the birria and the menudo there, and everybody would be like, you know what, the menudo's so bomb, and then we would sell out. And then that's when we came up with that idea. I remember it was me, Carlos, and my dad. I'm like, hey, if I were to cook a pot of menudo and I'll set up in front of the sawmill, I'll for sure sell out. I would tell him that. Obviously, I never took action on that idea. That's when Carlos came up, and you know, like, oh, let's do it. Let's fucking do this shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I think in that specific area, we need to give credit to my mom because that was her restaurant.
Okay.
Las Adelitas. That's what we're up raised. You know, that's why we have that experience in kitchen.
Okay.
So that's where that's where that came from. Like Danny said, we had that experience in the food industry. So that was the first thing that came up to mind. Correct. Well, it was just like I said, when there's necessity, what do you think? Defense, right?
Yeah.
So what do you know? You basically look around you and you're like, okay, what do I know how to do where I can already make money? That was the first thing that popped up, you know. My first thought was like, hey, Danny mentioned menudo and birria. My mom used to sell a fat ass pot of menudo every single Saturday and Sunday, bro.
Nice.
Right.
So I was like, if I were to at least just take that same pot that she makes and put it outside, I could sell anywhere.
Right.
So that's exactly what we did. We applied it, and I was like, because Danny's the ideas guy.
Yeah.
I'm more of the action taker. I was talking to Alonso, my boy Alonso Torres, and then Danny was there too. What was it, yesterday, no? Yesterday, 2 days ago. We had a podcast as well. I was mentioning to them the fact that... Fuck, I blinked out.
Nah.
Okay, so I was mentioning the fact that that when I had that idea... Fuck, I blinked out bad.
Nah, you're good. Look, one thing I do want to touch up on real quick. I just got to say this, bro. I got a lot of respect for your parents already, man. I don't even know, but the fact that they got a restaurant, bro, they're coming to this country, como te digo, bro, the biggest excuse I have ever heard in my life, again, you know, being raised by immigrant parents is, no tengo papeles, no se puede hacer esto, no se puede hacer lo otro. And one of the biggest things, bro, that I learned in this business is if you really want to do something, it doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have papers to be successful in life. And that's a limiting belief that a lot of Mexicans, bro, or a lot of people that come to this country have. I have agents right now in my office, bro, that don't have papers. I didn't even know you can get licensed, bro, with a night 10 number.
That's crazy, yeah.
El que quiere se puede. Tengo clientes, güey, que me han llegado y que manejan troca del año, están comprando casa, más o menos bien, 200, 300, tiene su propio negocio, tiene 100 y algo en el cuenta de banco, lo que sea, ¿verdad? Y yo digo, damn, ¿cómo le haces, verdad? No tienen papeles. No tienen papeles.
Yeah, bro.
Y me dicen lo mismo, ¿sabes qué? El que quiere, puede.
That's all an excuse, bro. I feel
It
like
is.
it's all an excuse. Obviously, nosotros, I know a lot of people. De hecho, there's this compa that comes up to my mind. He's killing it, bro. Multi-millionaire, ahorita, like, he's killing it. He doesn't know English, bro. And he's here in the U.S. He has over, like, 30 franchises here?
I don't even know, but
He's killing it, bro. He has one franchise in Dubai.
What type of
That's
business?
crazy, bro.
Huh?
What type of business?
Paleterías.
Paleterías.
Okay,
Damn,
paletería.
nice.
Paletería.
I'm pretty sure you guys know.
Compa
who we're talking
Rubas.
about.
What is
Compa
it?
Rubén.
El compa Rubén. Ese güey.
Let me check it, plus.
Mi respeto.
Okay.
Oh, well, shout out to El Compa Ruben over here, making it big, bro, out in Dubai. That's a dream city right there for me.
Él también viene de México. Él se vino a chambear, a echarle ganas. He's the perfect example, bro. No sabe nada de inglés, bro. Like, sí sabe poquito, pero no le halla, and he's killing it, bro.
Lo que se ocupa nada más, yeah?
No, once you want it, bro, that's all you need.
You really just gotta want it.
I feel like when it's natural, cuando te nace el negocio, güey, you don't, like, going back to the conversation you were saying, who do you look up to, right? When it's natural, when you have it in your blood, bro, you don't necessarily have to look up to someone. You just simply use them as an example to do it, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So, for example, my brother Tony, he's always making fun of us because we watch a lot of people, you know? He's like, don't be a fanboy. We're not fanboys. We just simply want to make it easier for ourselves. They're like shortcuts.
Yeah.
I see other people have done it as shortcuts. Like, hey, it took them 20 years. It's going to take me 5, you know?
Yeah,
You always do that because
es como dice el dicho, why reinvent the wheel when it's already been invented, bro? That's 100%
You
true.
gotta go and learn from him.
See, and like us, como te digo, you're 100% right. You don't have to have that example because I never had that example, bro. He didn't have that example. We grew up with, como te digo, immigrant parents, bro. So to us, it was in us, bro. We knew there was something better than working in the field. I don't know if you guys ever worked in the field, bro. But my respect to those people, because that's one of the hardest jobs that I've ever had. That we've done.
Yeah, bro.
Seasons in the field. La pizca, de soje, bro. Everything, todo lo que se ocupaba, and I seen those people, and they would always tell me the same shit. They would tell him the same shit. Why are you guys here?
let me ask you this: are you grateful for that era in your life?
100%, bro.
Yeah,
100%. I personally,
Exactly what I wanted to hear.
I feel like that built my character, bro, because a lot of
made me who
agents
I
that
am
come
right
into
now
our
today,
office,
for
bro,
sure.
to be honest, and I want to talk about that también, bro, a lot of entitlement. Okay, a lot of people feel entitled. They're entitled. They feel like the world owes them some shit, you know? And to us, it's like, bro, this is easy. We know what hard work is. We know how it is to wake up at 4 a.m. to be chingándole fucking 100 and plus degrees. And, you know, that's hard work. To me, this is easy, bro. Yeah. But there's people that come to our office that are like just expecting the money to come to them. And I'm like, bro, nobody's going to come and save you. No one's going to come and do the work for you. You got to do that shit yourself at the end of the day. You know what I mean? El que quiere puede. Por eso te digo, it's the same thing. It goes back to that. It really comes back to that, down to that. El que quiere puede.
Yes,
no one knows you shit.
Yeah, we're talking about that with Alonso, right? What was he saying? He was like, "Oh, you need to build up your." Obviously, we're talking about what determines your success. We're talking about confidence and
Discipline.
Discipline, and obviously we're talking about that topic, and then it came down to the fact that if you really want to do it, you're gonna do it no matter what.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about insecurities and I was telling him like, okay, yeah, your confidence matters a lot because you're gonna be making confident decisions. But once it comes down to like your insecurities, if you're a really insecure person, if you're an introvert, that's not an excuse. Also, you know, because obviously we know a lot of people that are super introverted that lack certain skills. For example, el compa Rubas is English, that are killing it way beyond, you know, and there's no excuse to be successful.
There's none, bro.
No
There's 100%. I 100% agree with you. And one of my things, bro, I was the most introverted person ever. You can talk to my videographer over here. You can talk to my brother over here. I was 300 plus pounds, bro. That was my issue.
I used to use this guy. You know how you said you used to look at your brother, your older brother, as an example of.
As a good example.
You know, as a good example. I used to look at him as the example that I didn't want to be, bro.
Straight up, bro.
I'm not even lying to you.
I don't want to be like this fucker. You know what I mean? I was 300 plus pounds. Yeah.
You know, time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's only 3 years older than me. See, he actually dropped out of high school when he was a freshman, bro.
Yeah.
I looked at your post, bro. It hits hard because, you know, we all have to go through struggles, but to a certain point, that's what motivates us to get to where we are.
Bro,
Yeah.
the little brother just watching my big brother just, you know,
Fail.
I was
a
a kid
fuck up.
15, another kid at 16. He didn't have a job.
Bro,
You know,
I was basically, bro, in the nicest way to say it, I was a bum living in a house. Like I was technically homeless, bro, because I couldn't afford to pay for the house.
I don't know if you have the same feeling, Rigo, but with the older brothers, simply like I had this feeling earlier, and I've had it always when I started business with Danny. I've always thought about it like this. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a selfish person. I'm always caring for the people around me.
Of course, yeah.
So first thing I think when I want to be successful, right? What do you want to do? I don't just think about myself too, bro. I'm like, hey, look, you know what? This guy's been going through a rough time, but I believe in him, bro. Like I have huge hopes. Obviously, with my brothers, I know they deserve it because I've seen them go through all these struggles, you know.
Right.
But believe it or not, a lot of people that we try to help outside, that we don't know their backstory, we don't know why they're there. They don't deserve it, bro.
Right.
It's not for everybody. We have to have it in our blood.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm going with my oldest brother, with Luis, with Danny. I know we all deserve it because I've been living with them, and I know they always have that positive mindset towards things.
Yeah.
So
You know, it's funny that you fucking bring that up, bro. You know, I want to talk about something about us Mexicans, bro. La raza, you know, specific. For some reason, and I don't know why, we've been talking about this a lot lately. Los mexicanos, no, en veces,
No se apoyan.
no se apoyan, bro. No se apoyan. It doesn't matter if their families, si son familia o no, en veces no se apoyan, se atacan uno al otro. Si uno está haciendo más o menos bien o whatever, you know, el otro.
Un mexicano está manejando un carro bonito.
Whatever. The point is, bro, we don't help each other out. You know, we try to bring each other down, bro. And I don't know how your guys' experiences with that, bro, but I've seen it personally happen with a lot of different families to where it's like, okay, no se están ayudando, no se apoyan. No, si uno está haciendo más o menos bien, el otro está hablando mierda, diciendo, nah, ya se le olvidó de dónde viene el güey, whatever. Y ¿sabes qué? Los indios, güey. I'm going to be honest, bro, because I have a lot of friends that are Indians, bro. They help each other. Ellos sí se ayudan. Si vienen de otro país para este país, ¿qué es lo que hacen? Se meten juntos, viven juntos, ahorran dinero, uno se compra una gasolinería, y se ayudan entre ellos mismos. Nosotros, nah, yo voy a vivir solo. Es ego, bro. We have a lot of ego.
Ego and envy, bro.
Ego and envy.
I feel like es el dicho más perro que he escuchado sobre los mexicanos.
Yeah.
We're crabs in a bucket, bro.
Yeah.
So, for example, crabs, when you see them crawling out, what happens? The next crab under just
Right.
fucking pulls them back in, you know?
Like, get your ass back in here. You're not going nowhere, bro.
And I fucking hate it. I mean, I live next to an Indian. Same thing, bro. I mean, I've heard it. You know, one starts, they get off the ground. They literally just came from India, and they're already working in trucking. They already bought their first house. They help each other out, bro. It's not even their money. Like, they lend each other money.
They lend each other
so
money,
they
bro.
can make
That's
shit
amazing,
happen.
bro.
I feel like they know how to be patient, bro.
Right.
Yo siento que muchos mexicanos, they're not patient, and they want to be in the place where certain people are, you know.
Yeah.
For example, like you said, muchos mexicanos, they see you booming, they see you doing things right. They're like, damn, I don't want that, you know. They try to bring you down.
Yeah.
Instead of doing that, ¿por qué no se te pegan? You know, why don't they support you and eventually be patient and then
Y te apoyan, yeah.
Y te apoyan, o se apoyan entre ustedes dos, you know, o entre especialmente con la familia, porque como te digo, más lo he mirado con la familia,
Right.
you know, y como te digo con los indios, lo mismo, you know, ellos se ayudan entre los otros. Te imaginas, güey, si los mexicanos trabajan duro, así como es, le chingamos, y yo sé que los mexicanos trabajan duro, ¿verdad? ¿Te imaginas cómo fuera de diferente si se apoyaran unos con otros?
Yes, sir.
¿Te imaginas, güey?
I feel like us Mexicans, we have the hardest work ethic.
We do, bro, all day
We just
long.
don't have the right industries.
Yep.
That's
Or better yet,
No,
bro,
we don't-
right mentality, bro.
Right, it's not about. I don't think about the industries, bro. It's the right mentality and the right habits. And obviously, we're not aware of what's out there. For example, like we said, they don't know about certain habits that certain cultures have that we don't have. For example, hey, be patient. Your time is gonna come, bro.
Right.
Your time. Just work hard, be patient. Your time is gonna come. Mexicans don't know that, bro. Mexicans is either you got it or you don't.
Yeah,
right.
Either you kill it or you don't kill it, and that's the fact, bro. And it's sad, but I feel like the new generations, like como nosotros, you kind of struggle with that. But you see other communities. Lo bueno que ya no estamos we're, like here in America. We're it's you see a lot of different cultures, a lot of different communities. You experience los chinos, los indios, like you said. And you're aware of all these cultures, how they bring themselves up, and you start applying that, bro. Like when it comes down to, por ejemplo, when it comes down to my brothers, bro, like fuck, like por ejemplo, Tony, like, hey, I'm here for you, bro. What can I help you with? Every time I'm with him, when I'm with him and he has su proyecto, I'm like, bro, what can I help you with?
Así soy con él.
Así
And,
somos.
and anything, bro. It's like, what do you need me to do? Put me on game right now. Tell me what I gotta do so I can do it, bro.
And you know what's funny,
Porque
bro?
estoy listo.
You know what's funny? Ahorita con nosotros nuestros canales, por eso yo siento que hemos sobresalido, porque we're like that. We're like a new breed, you know? Like,
Right.
Lo bueno que venimos a Estados Unidos y aprendimos mucho más de lo que había allá. Siento que nos apoyamos todos y estamos para nosotros, bro. Like, I don't mind helping my brothers out. Why? Because I know eventually I'm gonna fucking kill it too, you know?
Okay.
For ejemplo, when I'm with my brother Tony, I learn a lot, bro. I'm like, for example, I'm an introvert. I'm not a very social person. I'm not like the guy that comes out in a social scenario, you know?
Yeah.
And obviously, that's what I'm working on this year. You know, I'm trying to be more social. I'm trying to learn the game. I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone.
I got you.
Learn a lot. And that's why I'm spending a lot of time with my brother, and I'm helping him out. And I know he's eventually probably gonna help me out, and then I'm gonna learn a lot from him. He's gonna learn a lot from me, and we're gonna fucking kill it.
That's
all
right,
day
bro.
long. All day long.
And I like that, bro, that you're willing to learn, you know, from anybody at this point. But one of the things that I do want to know, obviously, you guys are at a really good point where you guys are now. Where do you guys see yourselves in 5 years from now?
Like,
I think-
that's the best way to say it. Huh?
Right.
I think so. I've always been the type of person to never really get anxiety or overthink the fact of where I'm going to be 5 years. I think what I do happen to do is put a minimum to where I see myself in 5 years. So it's not like where I want to be, but it's a minimum.
Okay.
So for example, right now, what I like to do is set goals. Actually, my lock screen, it's a plan of my goals for this year.
I love it.
So that's what
right.
I like to do, and I always do small goals because I know that that's gonna bring me more results in the long run in
Right.
general. Because a lot of times we think that things that it's like, for example, Elon Musk said, if you set your task to be to clean your room in a month, how long is it gonna take you to do it? A month, right? But that's exactly the time frame that you set to do it.
Right.
So if you tell yourself, I'm going to clean my room in 1 day, you're going to do it in 1 day.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm
love
putting the 5 years to 1 year, you know?
Okay.
So technically, for a lot of people, maybe it might be 5 years. For me, it's 1. That's how I said it. Before I cut this conversation, I did want to backtrack. This is a saying that outrages me, bro. Like, I get enraged when I hear this. My mom actually said it to us once, and my dad as well. They're like, you guys are lucky to have those spots, that like the top selling spots, right?
Right.
It's not luck, bro. Everybody
No,
works
it's never
for
luck, bro.
everybody works for their things. I mean,
There's no such thing as luck, bro.
there's no such thing. It's all hard work. It's all discipline. It's all
Right.
Dedication. It's saying it's luck. It's like stealing from you. You know,
Right.
It's
It
that.
is stealing from the
there's no such
credibility.
thing as
It's all
good luck.
proud.
There's no bad luck. It's all bullshit, bro.
Exactly.
You go with the flow, and if you're fucking working hard,
You're gonna make it
you're
happen.
gonna make it.
Exactly, bro. Honestly.
It's one of the things that this guy always says, and I remember forever, bro. Is you put 100% in, you're gonna get 100% back,
Even more.
right? Even more.
Even more.
110, 150%. But the moment that you go and you put 50% in, you're gonna get less than what you're expecting, bro.
Exactly.
No, all day long, bro. You're not there by accident. Obviously, you guys, you worked your asses off, regardless of the fact that, you know, your parents had a restaurant, or regardless of the fact that your older brothers are entrepreneurs. At the end of the day, bro, you guys could have been fuck ups. That's the
Exactly.
reality. You guys could have been fuck ups all day long.
Exactly, because look, it's all about perspective.
It is.
Perspective is a real big highlight, bro. Because a lot of people having successful older brothers, they would have been like, oh well, fuck it, like
Or he's
I'm
gonna take care of me.
I'm underseen, or simply, I mean, my parents are focusing on my older brothers. I mean, I could be a fucking shithead. Nobody's
Yeah,
gonna care,
I got. Like when I said, they're gonna take care of me anyway.
or they got lucky, you know.
Yeah.
Same thing. You could have got that negative perspective, but I feel like I don't know. I don't know if it's just like the part of destiny or part of DNA that we're just fucking hustlers, bro.
I got you.
No, I feel like I don't know, bro. Like when it comes down to my older brother, I fucking respect him and I love him, you know. And he set up an example, and to a certain extent, cuando I remember when I was young, bro, and I would start flipping cars. To a certain extent, I'm like I don't show a lot of emotional, but I'm emotional inside, you know.
Yeah, of course.
And I remember one time I had a conversation with my older brother and my dad. We're talking about. I was obviously telling them like, hey, I'm flipping cars. Like I was telling them my vision, And it was like my first or second car, like it was my second truck that I was flipping. And I remember they went on a rant and they basically like, oh, like eres huevón, like you're not doing shit right. Ni lavas tus carros. How you expect your cars to sell if you're not posting every day or shit like that. And I was like, obviously it got to me. I'm like, fuck, you know, like they're right. But I'm like, fuck, it got to me, and it kind of gave me a sense like, you know what? I'm gonna show him what's up, you know?
Yeah.
And with my older brother, I remember when he was killing, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna fucking kill it too. Like I always had that competition in me. Why? Because obviously like there's obviously mixed emotions and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Like I'm like, damn, you know, there's obviously
you
that.
can do it. I can do it too.
Yeah,
sir.
exactly,
I feel like us Mexicans, or no, I'm not gonna specialize in Mexicans because it happens with everybody right now.
Sure.
Right now, the U.S. Society here is very soft, right? So they think peer pressure in a good way is to a certain point bad.
Yeah.
So for example, Danny's took that a lot more personal. But in general, like for example, you used to call me fat back then too, huh?
Yeah.
And he's
He
always,
used to call me fat too, so fuck you for that.
But you know what the good thing is? That peer pressure, it is. I mean, we all have that subconscious, bro. So we say it to ourselves, but it hurts a lot more when others say it to us.
Oh yeah, bro. You know, but you appreciate that shit now, bro.
But because we have the right perspective.
Yeah.
Because we have the right perspective. So going back to that, obviously, thank you.
Yeah, thank you too, bro. I'm sorry I said fuck you.
No, but it makes it happen,
It's a funny mindset, bro. But I always tell my mom this. Like when my little sister, it's not about being the bully, but it's about being straight up.
No, yeah, bro.
And when I was growing up, obviously I didn't like people to be straight up with me because obviously my feelings and stuff like that. But that kind of made me tough, bro, and it made me realize a lot of stuff. And it actually gave me an edge, you know? And same thing with my little sister. With my little sister, I remember she was messing up in school. I'm like, Yossi, you're dumb. You need to fucking study. You need to echarle ganas. And she would get mad and cry. And my mom was like, oh, don't bully her and stuff like that. Igual con Carlos being fat, I'll do the same thing. I'm like, hey, bro, you're fat. You're fat. You know, like, it's bullying to a certain extent, but at the end of the day, like, it makes you take action.
Yeah, bro, because look, something I always said to myself, I was called fat my whole life. My whole life, bro. Obviously, you seen the post, you seen I was fucking huge, bro. And every time we would fight, bro, you would be like, you're fat too, you know?
Yeah.
And honestly, bro, when people tell you that shit to a point where you're like, fuck, you got to really think like, damn, maybe I am fucking fat, you know what I mean? Maybe I should do something about it, you know what I mean? And that's exactly where I come down to it. People are soft because a lot of people take it into a way where like, nah, you know what? That's just who I am. That's my life. And that's where I go back to the same shit, bro. No one is going to come and fucking save you, bro. No one's going to come and rescue you. And that's what I mean. Me, if I have something that I don't like in my life, I'm going to fucking change it, bro. If I'm fat, I'm going to fix it. So what did I do? I decided I'm going to go work out. I'm going to eat right. It doesn't matter how long it takes me. I'm going to make it into a lifestyle. And I am where I am today, bro, proudly because I worked for it. No one's going to come and take my ass to the gym, bro. No one's going to fucking work out for me. No one's going to go hit those that treadmill for me. No one's going to make me eat right, bro. It's all up to me. It's my choice, my decision. And if I decide that I want to do that, it's going to benefit me at the end of the day. But it comes down to me. You know what I mean?
Right. Let me ask you this, bro. So within your workforce, did the physique come first or the labor came first?
Physique. And you know what? I said to myself this one fucking thing, and I'll never forget it. If I can do this, because I was getting fit, bro, at the time. And at the same time that I started getting fit, I was very consistent. I was eating right. And I told myself, if I can apply this into my business, I'm gonna fucking kill it. And that's exactly what I did. I applied that consistency, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. That's why I respect people, bro, that they're fit, because it takes a lot of work. But at the end of the day, bro, I see fit people that are broke as shit, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like,
you can easily do it.
You can do it easily, bro, because you know what hard work is. Exactly. You know what I mean?
You know that results don't kick in a week later.
All that
yeah. It's like, I'm not gonna go to the gym for a month and get a six-pack, bro. We know that shit takes a year. We know it takes, you know?
I'm glad you brought that up. Well, the question was a leading question. So we were having that conversation with Alonso and Danny the other day. And same thing, bro. I was telling Alonso, I was like, hey, what do you think comes first when it comes to success? And I feel like I'm going to say this, you could say confidently, right? First thing that comes first is cutting insecurities.
Yeah, absolutely.
For example, me, right after high school, my teeth were crooked, bro. So they're crooked now because I didn't use retainers, but so teeth. I went to the gym. I lost a fuckload of weight. that came first, and then my business came after, bro. Because of my personality. Like I was shining way brighter. I mean, the moment I talked to a person, I wasn't insecure anymore.
Yeah,
right?
you felt confident, bro. You
Exactly.
felt good.
You got that confidence. So that is literally what comes first. A lot of people that have those insecurities are like, oh no, I have communication skills. I have, or I don't know my Spanish correctly. Let's do it. I mean, practice it and get yourself out on the street, bro. I mean, you're gonna make money regardless.
Tell me if I'm wrong about this one. Okay, so and this is something that when you're fat, bro, you're a very insecure person, right? Because of your weight. So you have to figure out how to talk to people. I noticed you and I have been doing the same shit, bro, with our shirt right now. So look, check this out. When you're fat, bro, you gotta really fucking like try to put yourself out there to where you gotta be able to know how to talk to people, because you're not as pleasantly welcomed as you were if you were like very good looking. You know, when you're good looking, it's easy to talk to people. When you're fat, fool, you gotta figure out ways to talk to people. You gotta be funny. Usually fat guys are funny, bro, for a reason. Check this out, bro. Check this out. When you lose a shit ton of weight and you got that personality, bro, and you got that physique at the same time, that's a badass combo. But tell me I'm wrong, because you said you're introverted and you're extroverted. That's how me and this guy were, bro. He was a little bit more introverted. I was more extroverted. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what I feel like really helped me out, because again, that built my character, bro.
For sure.
Right?
That's true.
It's like one of those things, bro. You look good. You feel good.
That's our saying.
Perform good, bro. All day long.
Yeah.
You feel good. If you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you perform good. That's the way it goes.
You actually bring up your action taking to the next level.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go hit the restroom real quick.
No, that's crazy, bro. Like, cause you like, for example, you have good social skills, and you're funny, you're confident, and that came because like the same thing. You're chubby when you're young, huh?
Right. Tell me that didn't help you, bro. Right.
I feel like you need when you're young. Obviously, now when you're older, you realize that physique is a plus, like you said.
For sure.
When you're fit and you come in, let's say you're good looking, you don't even have to present yourself. People are already looking.
They're already looking at you. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you're fat, you gotta make that first impression. Your personality has to kick in for that bad physique.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's vice versa, bro. I know people that are really good looking and they cannot talk for shit.
I know.
I'm like, damn, bro, you're done. Just, you know what I mean? Like, don't don't say shit, bro. Por eso te digo, it's a good combination to have, and I feel like I'm always thankful to God, bro, that I went through what I went through. Being broke has taught me a lot of shit también, like, obviously, I know what it feels like to not have money. I don't know if you guys have ever been in that position in your life, bro, but me and my brother been in certain situations to where we didn't have food at all, bro. Like, we've been through some fucked up shit, and we've talked about it a little bit, but especially when you get older, bro, when you have kids, that's when it really hits you, bro. I don't know if you guys have kids right now.
Yeah, I have 2 kids.
You have 2 kids? Nice. The younger brother put it in work, baby. I love.
He's older.
Oh, the older brother. Oh shit.
Yeah, no, I have 2 kids, bro. They're a blessing, bro.
I got you.
My oldest is 2. He's about to be 2, and my youngest is 1.
Okay, so they're babies.
They're
okay,
babies.
That's cool. And how do you feel like your life changed with kids?
I feel like it's because I felt like I was too young, pero now, right now that they're getting older, I feel like I don't know, bro. I feel more confident. I feel like I'm a man. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I have more purpose.
You feel like you can hit the target?
Huh?
Oh, you hit that shit good, bro. My boy don't miss.
Not only that, bro, but like me, I'm like, I feel my kids brought a lot of insecurities because I didn't know, it was going out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And I was figuring out a lot of stuff out, and obviously I had a lot of insecurities about like about my business and how things were gonna be when I was married and stuff like that, But now that I'm kind of getting used to that dad lifestyle, I'm like, bro, like I'm just getting started,
One thing I want to talk about real quick before we end it off, we're about to finish it off right now in a little bit, guys.
We can keep on going. I mean,
this is dope, bro. I mean, I'm cool with it if you guys are cool with it. But do you guys both have girlfriends right now, or what's the status on that?
Yeah,
it's all right, bro.
I have my baby mama.
He said, I'm working on one right now. Got a couple in line. Got some prospects.
Well, I have my baby mama. I respect her. I love her.
Of course, bro. Of course. Of course.
I'm a
absolutely,
business as my priority. Obviously, that's going to take care of me and her and my kids too,
Yeah.
Sure.
A ella nada le va a faltar, Like,
yeah, no, and that's good, bro, that you have that mentality, because there's a lot of piece of shit dads out there, bro, that they have kids, bro, los avientan y, never again they see them,
And that's an insecurity for a lot of guys too, bro, especially in business. They're like, damn, I don't want to, like, like that's an insecurity when it comes down to building a family. Porque, por ejemplo, a lot of business owners, a lot of entrepreneurs, they don't want to have kids because they're like, oh, that's just gonna hold me back.
Yeah.
It's gonna take time for me, you know. And at the end of the day, once you got your mindset right, it ain't gonna hold you back, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
It's
Yeah.
gonna make you more of a man, and it's gonna push you forward, bro. Why?
Bro.
Because you know you're doing things right, and you're leaving a fucking legacy. You
Yeah.
know? Like for my kids,
All day long.
como te digo, like they're an insecurity. When I was young, and obviously I want to do business, and I want to be entregado, and I wanted to blow up, and I'm like, Dad, like it's gonna take a lot of time, and luego la responsabilidad of having a girlfriend at home, and her having her expectations, and
the kids.
and me having to spend time with my kids, bro. And at the end of the day, like right now, I'm growing that confidence where I'm like, okay, I know what I'm doing, and I know how that I'm gonna do things right, and
sure.
y nada les va a faltar. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna do things my way, you
Yeah.
know. I'm a fucking and then plus, like now that I have control of over me, and now I'm gonna have my kids, and I'm gonna be able to teach my kids, and I'm gonna be able to show them what's up. It's otro pedo.
That's right, bro. That's good. Honestly, for us, it's a little different. I had my kid when I was 14, bro.
Right.
Well, she was pregnant when I was 14, and ya lo tuve when I was 15. And to be honest with you, bro, I always say this. I say this in a lot of my podcasts. I think that made me a man really early, and I would not be where I'm at today if it wasn't for that, bro. For me having a kid. Porque tú sabes, los mexicanos que dicen, cuando tienes un hijo, ¿qué es lo que tiene que hacer uno? Lo primero que tiene que hacer. A chingarle, mijo. A trabajar.
Exactly. You can't-
A sacarle, yeah. No, you can't go and be popping kids out, bro, and then expecting to go and, you know, you're not going to
Mommy
work.
and daddy to pay
Mommy and daddy, exactly, bro. So there's a chiquillo, güey. Me puse a trabajar, and that's when I started in the field. That's
And
when
then
I did empaques. I did every job that you can think of, bro, that was
shitty
fucked up.
jobs, bro.
I did it, bro.
That's good. That's good because I was literally having this conversation with my primo, Emiliano. He's young. He's barely 18. He's starting business.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, in my case, I had my kid when I was already like we're already like
Developed, you could say.
developed. We're already income,
More mature,
money.
uh-huh.
Yeah, I was well off. You know, ya tenía mi carro deportivo. Fucking, I was well off. You
Yeah.
know. And when I had my kids, obviously it became an insecurity. It wasn't a driving force porque I had no necessity, you know.
Yeah.
But it was like a little bit of insecurity because I was like, damn, I'm investing so much time into my business. I'm not gonna be able to do that. So I was mostly in my head. I was like, I didn't have full control of myself. Ahorita
got
que like they're getting older now, ya que I'm figuring things out.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm getting a flow. I'm getting a
Right.
rhythm, you know. And,
I got you.
And I'm just getting the flow, bro.
You know what? And I personally think it has to do with the maturity, bro. Because when I had my daughter, I was a whole lot more mature.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
We already had our company established.
He was already pretty well off there, man.
We were already getting our things going. So by the time I had my daughter, I already knew, okay, I'm gonna have to put the risk up, and I'm gonna have to bust ass, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make sure that she has a good lifestyle. Because one of the things that this guy's always mentioned to us is he was there for his kids when he was 14, 15, 16, 17. But he never had money, bro.
I couldn't take
18,
him to a
19,
gas station
20.
if I wanted to para comprarles, you know, a bag of
Right.
chips, lo que sea. You know, I
He
couldn't do
was
it.
there for them every
day, bro.
fucking day, bro.
Morning to night, every day. But it's shitty, bro, when, you know, it's
No
just,
tienes para darles.
It's shitty as a dad, bro, but believe it or not, your kids are probably gonna appreciate the time more than the money.
oh, for sure, at that.
I feel like I'm not a dad yet, but I feel like it's important for dads to understand that kids appreciate a mix of both. You can't give them all money or you can't give them all time.
Exactly, right, exactly.
Because they have to miss you to love you, you know, to a certain point.
Absolutely.
So you got to be out, but you got to come back and spend quality fucking time.
Yeah,
Right.
and see, and
That's
that
what it is.
the problem with me, bro, is that they were babies, bro. They were. I'm talking. I had them back to back. Tuve el uno, and then el otro lo tuve luego, like within a year, bro. I don't miss either, bro. So, so anyway, I had them back to back, bro. So for me, like I 100% agree, but I think at a certain age though, ya cuando tengan, you know, unos 5, 6 años, ya se recuerdan un poquito más. When they're 1, 2, 3, 4, bro, they don't remember shit. You know what I mean? So for me, I remember that. I remember not having diapers for them. I remember not having food for them. I remember not having. My little brother, bro, my younger brother. Shout out to Edgar, by the way. Tenía, you know, $5 y le daba a su papá. And he'd be like, damn, bro, you know, los niños walking around with fucking diapers full of caca. Hey, bro, I got you. You know, here's for some diapers. He went to the store, actually. He went and bought some.
Yeah.
And you know, that's one of those things where that shit really, like he said, you know, it's better to be established, I guess, at that point, you know, because it really does build you into I don't know, that really built me different,
Bro,
bro.
necessity drives you, bro.
For sure.
I swear. It was, para nosotros, that's how we started business, bro. And to a certain extent, like, por ejemplo, nosotros, we're built by necessity. And that's where we're getting to right now. Por eso también, like me lately, I've been struggling with that. You know, like, okay, how could I change my energy? How could I change from working from necessity? How could I change from working from creativity or purpose?
I got you.
And now that's like a turning point for me. You know, ¿Por qué? Because we're well off. You know, we don't need it.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to change your
Mindset.
Your
Mindset, bro. Yeah,
And
because
it's tough.
that is hard, bro. For
It's tough.
sure.
Porque, por ejemplo, nosotros, like, for example, once it comes down to being careful and working from necessity, I'm the best, bro.
Yeah.
I'm good at thinking logically. I move right. I do everything the right way, you know? Why? Because I do it from instinct.
Right.
But once it comes down to working from purpose or working with your own energies and working from like the heart or
Like
the
for a
heart
greater purpose.
Correcto.
It's a different type of discipline.
Right.
It's a different type. It's otro rollo, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to work on right now. And
I'm wondering if we have more, bro. I'm digging this one right now.
We can't get someone to bring a little bit more?
But yeah, ahorita si quieres, fucking text one of the guys here, see if they can bring us another bottle. All right, sorry for the people on the podcast. All right, we're not drunk yet, but one thing I want to bring up real quick before we end it off too. You guys coming up, okay, coming up as you know, entrepreneurs. Did you guys ever have people? I mean, obviously, we're all gonna know the answer to this. Did you have people close to you guys talk shit because I don't know, carro nuevo, you know, you guys are coming up in life, you're doing good, like people that would talk shit because you were posting certain things, or I don't know, like
you're going way
like
too
you're
fast
leveling
right now.
up,
Yeah.
and then obviously the people that you grew up with that saw you broke as shit, you know, sometimes you have to disassociate yourself with them, and then you
Get to that
coming
next
up,
level.
yeah, you coming up, they're like, nah, ya se cree la gran verga, el güey, ya se cree. Like, did you guys have people like that? How did you guys deal with that?
So something I did personally, because I obviously when I had first purchased my car, it was difficult, but not really with family. I feel like my family they enjoy their spot. They're very conformative, right?
That's good, bro.
But
That's really
it
good.
happens a lot with the employees. So for example, you roll up with a good car. Now what are they saying? Hey, we're making this guy a fuckload of money. So that's a different touch. That obviously that affected me a lot. Obviously, like when it comes to family and even employees, what I did was just separate myself from them completely. I was like, hey, you know what? We set managers to now talk to them instead of me getting in the business. Correct. Now that I got rid of it, I can easily come around because I have a Porsche Macan. I mean,
it comes down to building the right systems in your business too. You know, like for example, he felt that insecurity about his employees. When it comes down to that, you could actually work on your employees. Like for example, hey, you need to bring some people up too. You know.
Yeah, I got you.
So that kind of helps too. Obviously, you do have to once money starts coming into your life, you take a lot of risk.
Yeah, and the only reason why I brought that up, bro, is because I have people that, you know, and just off the record, bro, I want to talk about this shit. That car, everything that we've ever got, bro, that we worked for, we get it from our, because obviously we have our company and then we have our business, like ourselves, right? Like they're two different things. Everything that I've ever accomplished, bro, the properties that we bought, the cars that we bought, everything that we have, bro, has been through our efforts. The agents and the company has never made me shit, to be honest with you.
Right.
Our company, bro, up until a certain point, just recently started making us a little bit of profit, because it's harder to run a real estate company. It's a little bit more complicated. It just started making us some decent profit, but
this is after years, bro.
this is years of putting in
pocket, bro.
But yeah, because you guys know when you start a business, you don't make money right away. In real estate, bro, it's like, toma cabrón, you're not gonna make shit for a year, 2 years, you know. And that's how it went for us, bro. You know, obviously we started in 2020. So COVID hit, we didn't make money. 2020, we didn't make money. 2021, we were breaking even. 2022, we started seeing a little bit of return. 2023, better. You know, so that was one of those things, bro. You know, once we started coming up, people started kind of feeling some type of way, and people that I grew up with, people that, oh, this fool thinks he's a shit now. People, they see me post on my car all the time, bro. One thing I want to make it clear. Shit, that one's already dead, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
I've never gotten a personal with you, bro, but
it's cool, you know, getting to know both of you guys, bro. That's why I wanted to come bring you guys out and really get you guys, you know, to know us, and we get to know you guys too.
That's dope. I mean, it's like you guys were saying earlier. There's a lot of egos. I mean, I feel like for example, us we don't like mixing with people that we don't meet naturally. You know, everything's meant to be. I mean, you guys had the humility to hit us up because you guys could easily been like, oh no, they're like us. There's a lot of competition with people that are similar.
For sure. That's the Mexican mentality, bro. That's what we're talking about right there.
That's the shit you got to put to the side, bro.
Exactly.
The ego, bro.
Bro, it's funny, way. It's funny how when you got the right mindset, like so many opportunities open up, way.
Yeah.
Like it's just crazy, bro. Because there's so many things going on in the world.
Yeah.
That you could profit or benefit off. For example, you're in the real estate industry. We're in the food industry. You never know. We're gonna do business eventually, for sure. I know that, bro. Why? Es lo mismo que le digo a mi carnal. Por ejemplo, mi carnal más viejo, he's in the entertainment industry. Que I would see it far away. And I remember when he was barely starting in the entertainment industry, he was trying to partner up with us, and we're like, bro, just give us a second. I know things are gonna come up. Next thing you know, we're already opening up a cantina.
Nice, bro. That's badass,
that's how things happen, bro. Like, I think you just have to go with the flow. Things have to happen for a reason, and you just have to be open to anything.
Right. 100%.
I feel like it's all about exposure too. So, for example, if you realize that there's something you want to get into or learn more about, you just have to expose yourself to the people that are within it. So, for example, when you guys first see like a music label, right? Mm-hmm. You guys are like, oh, it's someone that I completely don't know. All you got to do is hang out with people that are in the industry, and they'll take you to events. They'll take you to
get you closer to those people. Networking.
Exactly. You start networking, and the moment you start networking, we're business people, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Automatically it clicks. You know what? I could put this person to meet this person, and this is gonna happen. Yeah. And you just benefit off of connections. You make business happen.
You know what's funny, bro? We just started networking this year, and you know what? I was
like
the most
time networking.
I was very
introverted, bro.
I was. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I kind of grew out of my insecurities, and I was out there, whatever, on social media. I was doing videos, blah blah blah. But honestly, bro, when it came to networking, I was very introverted. So I gotta give a shout out, bro, to Stephanie for that one, because honestly, this girl that she's my marketer, and she does a lot of networking, bro, and I watched all her stuff, and I'm like, damn, and we would watch each other, bro, and I would see all the things that she would do, and I'm like, dude, this girl's out there, she's putting herself in uncomfortable positions, talking to people, and she's booming right now, bro.
She's meeting the right people. And I just, bro, I got into that, I'm not gonna lie, bro, because of her, you know what I mean? So I gotta give her the credit where that shit's due, because that's big, bro. Networking is huge, and one of the things that she did talk about, and I want to highlight this real quick too, she says agents will go and they'll door knock all day long to people that they have no idea, bro, what the fuck they're going through. I don't know if you guys know a little bit about door knocking, bro, but they'll go and they'll knock on doors, bro. People could be going through so much shit. Somebody might have just died yesterday, bro. How are you looking to sell or buy your home? Like, fuck you, you know? And it's like, why are you putting yourself in that uncomfortable position when you can be networking? You know what I mean? You can network, bro. You can go to people that are looking for somebody like you, a professional, like, oh, damn, you know what? I like that this guy has a good personality. You don't even have to talk about what you do, bro. You don't have to go to events and say, oh, I sell houses. They're going to ask you. If they like you, hey, what do you do, bro? Oh, I do real estate. Oh, hey, you know what? That's funny. I was looking into doing this and this and this.
Right.
Yes,
and that's how it starts.
Because when you network, you socialize, and when you socialize, you basically get a better picture of your own community, of how people are, of everything, bro. And once you become more social, you're a better marketer.
Yeah.
There's a saying from Patrick David. He said, "A good business person will make millions.
A salesperson, yes, I seen that one.
A good salesperson will make millions. A good marketer will make hundreds of millions."
Yeah, it'll get to levels that a salesperson will never be able to get to. Yeah,
and it's funny that you actually bring that topic up, because one time, bro, and believe it or not, it was actually from his dad, right? Because he worked with his dad at some point in time, and his dad.
That's a whole other story right there, bro.
A whole other story, but his dad asked him in front of everybody in his office, because his dad ran his own real estate company, and en frente de todos le preguntaba a su hijo. He's like, what do you think real estate's about? And then this guy said, it's about marketing yourself. It's about branding. He's like, you're in the wrong business, homie. Así le digo.
In front of everybody, bro. I was just like,
Because he thought it
damn.
was about sales.
He
Yeah.
thought it's about sales.
Oh yeah,
bro.
to him it was sales. And I'm like, okay, I respect that. And yeah, he was going around the room, and then when I got to me, I'm like, I think it's about marketing, like
Because
promoting.
nowadays, we live in a different era, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's a 100%.
For example,
90s, bro.
Business. Oh, por ejemplo, I'm stuck in that, bro, because I kind of have an old school mindset, bro. I'm all about saving, doing the right moves, and it's tough. Like for example, this year I put myself out of my comfort zone a lot. Why? Because when you want to become a good networker, a good marketer, you have to spend a lot of money. And for me, like I'm always like on like I'm always working with the certain digits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right? So now that I'm working with my brother Tony, like we go on a vacation and I see him like balling out, and I'm like, why is he balling out? But when he balls out, he's balling out for a reason. Because he's creating
Networking.
relationships, bro.
Yeah,
For example,
bro, all day
he's
long.
he's in the entertainment industry, and I see this from him, bro. Like I've been hanging out with him for like literally this year, since January, and we're hanging out with celebrities and stuff like that. And Tony, he's very like, he has a crazy ass personality. You know, he's very outgoing. And once we go down and meet these people, he takes care of them, right?
Yeah.
And he makes sure they're well off. And celebrities are not used to that, bro. They're
used to the ones fucking paying for everything,
yeah,
bro.
Correct. And that's how he makes those connections, bro. Like for example, andábamos en Mexicali, we met with Chicho Castro, and it was barely a brand new relationship with them. And we were literally partying, and then he was like, "No, don't worry, I'll take care of it." And then he balls out. I'm like, "Bro, you just spent $5,000 on balling out with this fool, and why do you do it?" And the next thing you know, and like, hey, he gets in contact with Chicho, like, "Hey, bro, you think we could work something out with my upcoming artist? Hey, don't worry about it, I got you." So
Yes,
it's crazy. It's crazy how learning how to like network and marketing yourself puts you in those situations, you know?
Absolutely,
Bro,
bro.
it's crazy. It's a good thing that you mentioned that, bro, because not a lot of people see that perspective in things in business. Because the other day we just went out to a lunch with a lender we've been wanting to do business with for years, bro. But we never actually done business with them. But we took the initiative and we're like, okay, we want to go and
For
sit down.
one lunch, bro.
And we want to sit down with you. And we want to talk business. We want to work something out with you, okay? We went down. We had it was like a $400 meal at Luigi's, and out of that $400 meal, we ended up getting a couple $1,000s in a deal he shot to us.
If I'm being honest, bro, it was a duplex that he said, "Hey, bro, I was gonna buy this for myself. It's a newer duplex, blah blah blah. Give me the spill on it, and we were gonna list it, bro. And I told my brother, I was like, bro, off of talking right now, just having one simple lunch, let us potentially to make a few $1,000. I'm not,
Right.
$11,000, whatever, right? We ended up deciding we're gonna buy that, bro.
And we
and I'm like,
together, bro, we're gonna buy this shit together, and we have a big purpose to why we're doing this, you know?
Yes, sir.
It's just crazy, bro. So yeah, networking,
No,
absolutely.
networking-
Networking and marketing will take you to levels.
It is different level, bro.
Absolutely.
I feel like it's a different type of doing business nowadays.
Yeah.
So, for example, now you appreciate people who are similar to you. Like Danny said, celebrities are used to being the ones to pay, bro. But when you can actually ball out like them, that's when they're like, oh, what the hell? Like, I'm used to being the alpha, you know?
Yeah.
Now when you don't necessarily make them a beta. Simply you just line up to their level.
level.
No, you just take care of them,
Bro, look, one thing I'm gonna say about this shit, because we have a lot of fucking egos, bro, and there's fools out there that make a lot of money, which again I respect it, but an alpha knows a motherfucking alpha when they see one, bro.
Yes, sir.
They respect one another, and they know it's just like you said. You're not trying to make another person a beta, bro. Just all right, we got that respect,
Yeah,
homie.
we're on the same level.
We're on that same level. All right, cool. That's respeto. You know what I mean? And that's the way that it has to be, bro. An alpha that doesn't understand that, bro, they're gonna try to demean people. They're gonna try to make people feel less. Those are the fucking
That's the wrong
bullies.
perspective,
That's
bro.
a fucking beta right there, bro.
When you're confident, when you're an alpha, bro, like you know how to take care of people, bro.
Yeah, and you don't need to show that you're an alpha, bro.
Yeah, you don't have to express it, bro.
Yeah.
For example, it's all about like taking care of people. I feel like building relationships is all about like, hey, bro, how can I take care of you for
Providing value.
for you to take
Right.
care of me? You know, we're totally different. How could we take care of each other? And that's what it comes down to, bro. Like, por ejemplo, mi carnal, he provides a lot of value, bro, and he takes care of people. That's why
Yeah.
a lot of people take care of him too.
That's good, bro.
And that's how he makes things happen. Like for example, he's been in the industry for 2 years, bro, and he's killing it. And I learned that, and I've been exposed to so much business because of that, bro. Like just by spending time with him, I'm already like thinking about like opening like a lot of like different locations and like it's just
Yeah, get your mind going, bro. And see, one of the things, bro, I like that you mentioned you're about to hop back on social media because I know you're going to encounter this. And I seen a little bit on your social media. I saw that, you post a lot of your trips, you post your car. And that's a form of marketing, bro. Yes, and that's what I was getting to, bro. People, just because you're putting yourself out there, bro, people, they feel like, damn, bro, this one thinks he's a shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm promoting myself. I'm promoting, a lot of things, bro. Like for me personally, like what I was saying earlier, when I post my car, I post it all the time because I'm fucking proud of my car, bro. Not because I got a fucking Lambo. I understand, bro, that I got a long way to go. However, bro, if I ever post that shit, it's never to make people feel like shit. It's never to say I'm better than anybody. To me, bro, it's a symbol of where I came from because at one point in time, bro, I had to ask for rides. I had to borrow his car to go to fucking work and show some property,
you know what's
bro.
Funny, bro? The people that think that you're showing off, they're the wrong people, way. And the people that think
those
you're
are the haters that make you, bro.
Yes, sir, bro. Like for example, bro, I don't know how to explain it, but like you can't be worried about what people think.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I swear to God, bro. ¿Por qué? Porque the wrong person is gonna think that you're showing off. The right person is gonna be like, oh, I want to do.
I'm proud of you, but you know what sucks, bro? When it's somebody close to you. That's what I'm. When it's like
bro,
family.
That's holding you back, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's like, bro. Like what the fuck? Don't put yourself in that category, bro. You know what I mean?
Be grateful that it came out now and not later.
Right,
bro.
Yeah, no, for sure, all day long.
You know what, bro? Actually, the other day, because we go to the gym all the time, bro, and there was a guy who, shout out to him because he helped us when we were low, bro. He was one of our homies.
That's my boy Rob.
Back in high school, bro, Rob. And this guy, he gave us couches, bro, because we didn't have couches, correct, right? And he gave us couches, and, he was helping us. He seen the way that we're living. And just a couple of days ago, he ran into us over at the gym. He seen us pulled up right there at the handicap parking, and we're right up in front of the gym, And that fool pulled up to us, and he starts talking about his car. He's like, "Oh, I just dropped 70,000." He's over telling
I could buy a fucking Lambo if I want to right now.
And then Anthony le dice, "You know what? Me and my brother finna buy a Lambo this year for sure."
We are, bro. So
yeah,
y'all see that shit.
But long story short, bro, it's like one of those things where he was trying to compare himself to Anthony, and he was telling Anthony like, "Oh, I see you doing it." He's like, "I'm doing it too." And Anthony's like, "You know what, bro?" He's like, "Let me ask you something. How do you feel right now?" And he said, "You know what? I feel cool." He's like, "Well, I feel good, bro." He's like, "You healthy?" "Cause I'm healthy." He's like, "That's all I care about, bro." He's like, "Fuck all this materialistic shit. I don't give a fuck about my Porsche.
I don't give a fuck about your Camaro. I don't give a fuck about your.
I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. If I feel good, I look good. That's all that matters, bro. At the end of the day.
Sir.
Yeah, health is wealth, bro. You know what I mean? That's what I was telling him. Be happy that you're here. You're alive, bro. You're breathing. You're healthy. You got your fucking legs, your arms, and that's why I was talking about it earlier. Yeah, you just you got to be thankful for the shit that you feel like you're taking for granted. And I was telling my brother, like, I feel like people right now
don't compare yourself, bro.
Yeah, because they feel like they feel like they have to do that though because they haven't seen us in so long. Now they see us here. They feel like they got to come and flex, bro, so that they can be on that same level. You don't have to do that shit, bro. I'll respect you whether you have fucking $1 million in your account or $0, bro.
I'm the same person that I was when I was down, bro.
I give two fucks about materialistic shit, bro.
You know what's funny? People at the bottom are the ones that don't understand that.
Yeah.
People at the top, we understand we're exactly at the same level. The people at the bottom feel like they need a flex because they don't feel at your level.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yep.
I feel like people in general, like, for example, we always go together to the gym, and I feel like people always come up, they say what's up, and you can tell in their eyes, not that they're envious, but simply that they don't feel at your levels.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, just talk to me how it is. Like, we're just the same type of people.
We're people at the end of the day.
If anybody rolls up to you, bro, and they present to you like a good business idea, you're gonna do it, regardless of who they are.
Right.
And that's what they don't fucking realize. They need to realize that we're just a regular,
bro.
You're just a regular person, bro. I mean,
it's because when you realize that, bro, that's when you start making shit happen, bro. I remember con mi carnalito, like, yo soy de las personas que también me vas, like, I overthink a lot of stuff, and I kind of validate myself, and I don't. And when I see my brother like flowing with certain type of people, like a veces we talk to like a lot of business owners, we talk to a lot of people who, like, we know a lot of people, and I see him flow, I see him talk, I see his confidence, and I'm like, damn, that's fucking dope, like how cómo se expresa, cómo no les tiene miedo, cómo les habla, how he proposes his businesses. And I'm like, damn, I respect that, and that's how you're supposed to be. Why? Because you're not gonna open yourself up to opportunity if you feel less, if you have insecurities.
Yeah,
you gotta put yourself in the spot, bro, to take that opportunity for sure.
Yeah,
Honestly,
and you have to let insecurities aside, bro. You kind of
not just that, bro. It's just fucking respect. At the end of the day, I'm gonna respect the janitor the same way I respect the fucking CEO of Walmart, bro. As long as that person respects me.
Bro, right here in our office. Si algo está sucio, bro, go pick that shit up, bro.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You know, this is my spot. This is my office.
Así como ese, güey. Si tienes que ir a chingarle, güey, yo no me creo más que nadie.
It works vice versa, bro. Because for example, the person that's on, like, the person that sees the other person, like, well off, he might feel less, but at the end of the day, if you feel less, you're not gonna be open to the opportunities you could do with that person.
Yeah.
Y también, if you're up here and you think that person is less, you're gonna be blindsided, bro. You're not gonna be open to all the new opportunities that all these people are bringing up.
Right.
Whenever you underestimate the people at the bottom, that's when you, like you said, it's a blindsided.
It is.
You're gonna be butthurt when that person's idea, he presented you that idea and you didn't take advantage.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then boom, they're up there.
Exactly. It literally is. It's como dice el dicho, la vida es una ruleta, ¿no?
Yep.
Sometimes you're at the bottom, sometimes you're at the top. It just doesn't matter. I mean,
100%. Well, honestly, guys, we probably about
We should have a fire-ass podcast.
Fire-ass podcast. We're probably about 2 hours in, and I know we can keep going right now. But I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. But again, it was a big honor to have you guys again. Again, we got the owners of Los Patroncitos here today. 6 locations. Give us your guys' main location, where you guys are at, and then just a little bit about what you guys are planning to do, so that way the people can go check you guys out.
Yes, sir. Well, our main locations, well, all of them are main, but check us out at Mount Vernon and California, White Lane and Union. We got one in Arvin, one in Lamont. Obviously, we're going to be opening up to all our towns nearby. But have us in sight. Check us out on Instagram, Los Patroncitos.
We'll put that up below.
And then yeah, well, aquí estamos para servirles, you know.
of course, guys. If you guys want to see one of the co-owners at the spot working the operation on a daily basis, please check out 2136 East California Avenue. I'm actually going to be there for quite a bit. I have 2 managers on 2464 South Union Avenue and at 8101 Pioneer Drive. So if you guys want to get good service and confirmed service, please come to us.
There you go, baby. All right, there it is, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming again, and stay tuned until the next one, guys.
All right, appreciate you guys.
All right.
Appreciate it, brother. Thank you.